welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Austin and I am a fashion and beauty content creator based here in New York City. And basically, I haven't put a video up in so long, and that's because there are really exciting things coming up for Vlogmas, which I know you won't want to miss. So if you're not already subscribed, be sure that you hit the subscribe button down below and stay tuned for the first video coming up December 1st. I'm so excited to be doing kind of this different version of Vlogmas this year. There will be 12 videos instead of 24. I hope this makes it a little bit more like a quality over quantity situation for you guys, and I hope that it makes me a little bit more sane. And since I was trying to figure out if I was going to get another video up before that started or not, I really just thought the best thing to do would be I need to get ready. So I'm going to film myself doing my makeup and just catch up and say hi. I realize it's definitely a smaller percentage of people who are here really like for me and for my personality and who keep coming back each week, and I know a lot of people hop in for the career advice videos or the beauty tutorials or especially new product reviews, but I do want to make sure I'm also catering to people who really just will watch anything that I upload and who are here every week. So this is mainly for you guys, and if you're new here, I hope it gives you a little bit more info about me. And I'm going to be playing with some of my favorite products that I've been using lately, and I have 2 new products I'm gonna test out as well. So I just came from spin class. Good for me, right? For getting up early and going to a spin class. Honestly, my skin's looking pretty good right now, so I kind of just want to keep the good vibes rolling. I am going to use a kind of medium coverage base product, but I always like to do a more glowy, dewy base. So I'm going to start with the Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer from First Aid Beauty. And a little bit of a new product that I want to try is I'm going to mix in these L'Oreal True Match Glow Amore boosting drops. So this is probably going to be similar to Glossier Future Dew or the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow, just in terms of being able to mix in a little bit of shimmer to your base. So I kind of just took both products there together. I'm going to blend them and just start to dab this onto my skin. Wow, L'Oreal. Next, I'm gonna go in with a base product I've been loving lately. This is the Tarte Found Sealer. Literally insane, it's so good. And I'm gonna wear the shade Light Sand. I usually just kind of get a little bit of this on my face, and then I will blend it out with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. So one thing I actually did want to chat with you guys about in this video is basically just my 2020 plan. I mean, I know it sounds kind of far off still, but it really is right around the corner. The last decade flew by in some ways and also took forever in other ways. I was in high school at the beginning of the decade, which is definitely crazy. But yeah, so I think realistically, now that I am back in a 9-to-5 job, if you guys missed the life update video, I will link it for you. I think realistically, my posting schedule on YouTube is going to have to be once a week. And again, that's kind of the same mentality that I am using for the Vlogmas that I'm gonna be doing this year. I'd rather give you guys fewer good videos than try to be producing a bunch of like really half-assed videos. And I think that we can all agree that that would be for the best, and it would also be for my sanity and my organization, because when I was full-time freelance, what I was pretty much able to do was work like normal hours, which I would, you know, for the most part be working normal hours. Like Andrew would go to work in the morning and I would pretty much start working right when he left, and then I would usually stop working when he got back, with the exception of maybe answering like Instagram comments or DMs or whatever it is. And then I would usually be able to chill, and then I would like take the weekends off, and that was really, really great. But obviously now with working at Jump Rope, I need to be prioritizing that, like that's my job right now, and then find time where I can in my schedule to fit in content creation, which is something I've done before. I've done it through Nylon, I've done it through Interview, I did it all through college. Like I know how to have a blog on the side of my other stuff. It's just making sure that I also have downtime, because I think, you know, in college it's a little bit more like, oh, I can do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and I'll sleep, you know, when I'm dead. And I think now that I'm, you know, in my mid-20s, I want to really be sure that I'm giving myself appropriate downtime. This is the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in 160. Just also making sure I'm giving myself the appropriate downtime to recover and not do anything. And you know, I live with Andrew, like I want to be able to see him and hang out with him and have an appropriate amount of downtime and off time, in addition to, you know, building a content empire that's centered on beauty and fashion and career and all the other stuff that I love, and in addition to doing well at my job. So I think 1 video a week will be best. If you guys can let me know in the comments if you have a day preference. I asked this on Instagram already, and it's looking like there's a 95% chance this will be a Sunday upload channel. So let me know if that works for you, or if you have like a strong opinion in a different direction. I would actually love to hear why you have a strong opinion if you do. But yeah, just let me know like when you guys like videos and can expect to hear from me. I would love to stay consistent and upload all on the same day. So please let me know what would work for you guys. I'm gonna try a new bronzer today. This is the So Radiant Diamond Powder Bronzer from Julep Beauty, and the shade I have is medium tan. So see if this will be too dark. I think that's actually okay. I'll just start light and build it up. I did a takeover for Julep Beauty for their Instagram stories last week. My friend Brittany does their social media, so she was nice enough to ask me to do that. And unfortunately the products didn't come in time for the takeover, so I figured I would take this opportunity to just test out at least the bronzing powder. I also got a nail color, and well, I did my nails last night, so don't need to do that right now. But yeah, I also got one of their skincare products, one of their face washes, so I'm going to have to test that out as well. I know that any of you who have watched my beauty declutter videos probably understand the situation that is my apartment and beauty products here, but even after I did the declutter, I was like, oh, I'm so organized, I just did the declutter, and then it was November, and now it's just holiday. And so the influx of products that I'm receiving because of holiday is, again, ridiculous, and there will definitely be some giveaways in Vlogmas this year, so please be sure that you're subscribed and that you read the description box when those videos are coming out. There's gonna be giveaways, because there's no physical way for me, one person, to be testing all of this out, and it's also dependent on your skin type. I mean, I talk about this a lot in the decluttering videos, but if something is really helpful for someone with oily skin, I'm probably not even gonna open it just because I have dry skin, and I'd rather give it to someone who has oily skin and then tell me what they thought about it and if they liked it. It applied nice and smoothly, and you can still see my skin basically glowing underneath from those L'Oreal drops. I am still super shook about that. Since I already have a decent glow going on, I'm just going to take the Milk Makeup Highlighter in the shade Lit, use my fingers, and dab it on the high points of my face. I'm not feeling super in a blush mood today, so I'm just gonna go for a super subtle blush, which is the Florence by Mills Cheekulator in the shade Shy She. Shy She. Those Millie Bobby Brown fans, that video is now my most watched video on my channel. It has over 75,000 views, which is absolutely insane, and it helped me meet my 2019 subscriber goal 3 months early. So my goal for this year was to hit 2,000 subscribers, and I hit that back in September. So that was really exciting, but oh my gosh, that video got so many comments, all from like, you know, teenage Millie Bobby Brown fans who were like, oh, well, like if I pronounced something wrong, they would correct me, and it was just the most like under a microscope I've ever felt on YouTube. And YouTube commenters are usually the most emphatic, whether that's good or bad. So there were so many people where I was saying like the skin tint was for someone who, you know, I was just letting you guys know, by the way, this is a pretty light coverage product. And then I was getting comments from like Gen Zers that was like, well, these beauty products are really for Gen Z, so it's really for people who don't need as much makeup. It's like, oh, good. Thank you so much for reminding me of that. Anyway, thank God I have a sense of humor about it, but I mean, being on YouTube is, you're definitely putting yourself out there. Going to add in a little bit of eyeshadow primer. This is my Wet n Wild Photo Focus one. I take a tiny dab of it just on my ring fingers to prime my eyelids. Just for an easy brow moment, I'm gonna go for my Thrive Cosmetics Brow Gel in the shade Audrey. What else has been going on that I can tell you guys about? I love my job. I don't know if I've like finished saying that on here or if I really talked too much about it other than in the life update video, but like I really do love my job. And I mean, people have been asking me what the transition has been like, you know, from going from freelance back to full-time, and it hasn't been bad for me. And I think that's just because I was super organized as a freelancer. I mean, I've vlogged days of my life as a freelancer, week in my life, and I think you guys got the sense that it wasn't like I was someone who rolled out of bed at noon and was like missing deadlines. I mean, you have to be super organized as a freelancer, and I think that because I had always worked at magazines where you have, you know, print deadlines where it's like if you don't get the paper or if you don't get your piece in and it doesn't get there in time to the printer, then you're just gonna have a blank page on your magazine. I think, you know, as much as we're moving away from print right now, that kind of instilled in me really good work ethic and really good organization as far as meeting deadlines and doing all that stuff. And I would always give myself like a fake deadline. So to say, okay, this has to be done by Monday when it's really due Tuesday, just to give myself a buffer. And so because I kind of treated my freelancing as a full-time job already, and I was mainly working like normal hours, it hasn't been too bad to transition back. And also my job has a lot of flexibility to it, which is one of the reasons I knew I would like it when I took it. I mean, I get to take my friends out to coffee who are creators and ask them what they think about the app and help them make videos. And I even do a lot of filming here from home right now, creating onboarding materials to put on the app to make sure that people are comfortable using it and navigating it. And I love doing all of that. And there are so many different components to my job. You know, it's kind of PR and marketing. So I'm pitching stories to magazines and my friends who are freelance writers and kind of trying to get more press for ourselves. And then I'm also kind of a community manager, so making sure that everyone who is using Jump Rope and is specifically in the beauty category feels like they know what they're doing and that I can give them resources or hop on the phone with them and ask how they're doing. And then another big part of it is kind of just working to spread the word through influencer marketing, which also means like me getting to take friends out to coffee and just show them the app and honestly just make their lives easier, because it saves so much time. Like if I didn't want to be so chatty in this video, I probably would have just filmed it on Jump Rope too, but I think I prefer Jump Rope just personally for my IGTV and for Instagram more than YouTube, because at this point I've been on YouTube for just about 2.5 years and I kind of finally have an editing style and I know how things work, and I can probably edit this video in like 30 minutes if I need to. But anyway, I just think it's interesting. And yeah, so to let people know that it's been really easy to transition back has been super nice. For my eyeshadow, I'm just gonna keep it super simple and just do one color dusted all over my lids. Sorry if that's boring, but this is just what we're doing today. This is the Maybelline Single Shadow in the shade Nude Glow. I recently joined the Into the Gloss Facebook group and then the Cut and the Strategist Facebook groups for beauty, and someone recommended this and I got it and it's actually awesome. I mean, just for days where you want something simple, it's just beautiful, it's glowy. I kind of feel like it adds dimension, like almost as though there's a couple colors going on when there really is just the one. And it's just an easy thing to put on. Like I said, nothing fancy, and this is very much kind of an everyday makeup look that I'm doing right now. I'm just using my Sigma E40 blending brush. Super subtle, super cute. I just like it a lot. And this Fenty shadow does crease a little in the under eyes, so I might add some powder after I do that. One other thing about Jump Rope is, first of all, if you're on the app, like let me know your username down in the comments. And if you are a content creator who's based in New York and you want me to like do a demo with you and take you out to coffee and chat about content creation and walk through it, we should set that up. You can email me at austin@jumprope.com. You can DM me on Instagram. You can comment down here. let's hang out and chat about beauty and video and all the things that we love. I'm kind of getting back into eyeliner for the first time in like 2.5 years maybe. I don't even know if I've ever really done that much eyeliner on YouTube. I think I would have remembered if I did because I'm really awkward about it. But I'm going to just put a little bit of liner up here. This is just the Tartist eyeliner in black. I gotta go to the other mirror and do this, BRB. Okay, I did that decently successfully, and the last thing I'm gonna apply is the Glossier Lash Slick mascara. Always a go-to. Such a good one for every day just because it's really lengthening and separating. Yeah, honestly, things are really good right now. I feel pretty creatively fulfilled. I feel really happy with work. I feel happy like just in my personal life. I'm trying to get back into sort of a fitness routine. I know I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I went to a spin class today, and that's because ClassPass actually reached out to me about working together over on Instagram. So they basically gifted me a membership. I'm gonna try out some classes and I'm gonna post about them on Instagram. So, and by the way, I don't actually do that many gifted collaborations anymore. I'm pretty picky about what I do, and especially what I'm gonna do if I'm not being compensated with money. But I feel like because I've been so all over the place trying to get back into the swing of things working out, and because I've heard really rave reviews about ClassPass from friends of mine, I was willing to test it out, and maybe at some point they'll move forward with me in kind of a paid basis. But for right now, we are working together on a gifted basis, which I will always disclose on Instagram and Instagram stories if you see me talking about it. But yeah, so I was also just asking everyone this morning on Instagram stories if they're on ClassPass, what they recommend. I've heard a lot of good bar classes. Someone said rowing, someone said Mile High Run Club. Oh, and then a friend messaged me about underwater cycling. Please let me know, any of you, if you've done that, because I would be very interested to try that out. I mean, it sounds actually really hard, but I would be excited to try it out. I always do the same workouts. I always do cycling, and then I always do, if I go to the gym by myself, which is, you know, hard to do, I usually just do like the elliptical or the treadmill or something easy. So yeah, I guess I gear more towards cardio workouts just because that's kind of more what I'm comfortable with. I grew up playing soccer, and so there was just a lot of running and doing all of that, but I'm open to strength training and bar and these other things too. I just need to actually get myself going there, which is why I'm happy that I'm working with ClassPass, because now I have no reason not to go. And yeah, I'm honestly just excited for the last couple months of 2019. I'm excited for Christmas in New York. As you guys probably know, that's like one of my favorite things, and I'm excited to just have some time to explore the city, get to do some of the Christmassy things. I might actually go to the tree lighting this year, which I'm sure that'll be included in Vlogmas in some capacity if I'm able to do that. Andrew's office usually does some kind of viewing of it, and that would mean that I don't have to be down in the chaos of actually being at the tree lighting, which is terrifying, honestly, because Rock Center gets so crowded. When I used to work at the Free People store there, we used to close the store at 3 p.m. on the day of the tree lighting so that we could get out, because otherwise it starts getting too crowded and you can't leave the store if you try, because there's actually too many people. And I'm not gonna do my lip product just yet because I might eat something else before I head out for the day, but just to show you, here is my mostly finished makeup look, and I think I'm just gonna do the NYX Butter Gloss in kind of, I can't remember the shade name right now, but it's kind of like a nudie pink just to go on top. So yeah, super easy, chill makeup look. Thank you guys for sitting with me while I got ready this morning. I hope that you had fun kind of catching up with me, and please always just feel free to DM me and actually have a conversation with me on Instagram. I know that it can feel kind of like a one-way street here where I'm just talking a lot sometimes, but I love hearing from you guys, and especially knowing what you like seeing from me, things that you maybe aren't enjoying as much, things you want more of. It's so hard sometimes not to take that feedback super personally, because as a content creator, like, I'm in most of the things that I create. But I always try to, you know, think about this as my business and think about constructive criticism and ways that I can improve my business too. So in a kind way, if there's something that you don't like seeing that you think is a waste of time, you can totally let me know. Or if there's something that like really, really hits home with you that you wish you saw from me every week, please also let me know that. And I think this will be it until Vlogmas, you guys. So get excited, December 1st. Like I said, be sure you're subscribed. If you really don't want to miss out, turn on the notification bell that will notify you when I upload. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and if you're excited for all of the December content. And I will probably see you on the 1st of December. And then I think in 2020 going forward, I will plan on one upload a week on Sundays. So if that sounds good to you, definitely let me know. If you have a different day that you want to see, you can tell me too. Cool, I'm out. I gotta go do some stuff, but it was great to catch up with you guys. Hope you all have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you guys on December 1st. Bye.